Welcome to the Between Hoops podcast, where we talk about basketball, pop culture, and everything in between. I'm your host, Colby Wood, joined with you by my co-host, Ryan McGoy.
What's up? How we doing?
We're doing pretty good, man.
Good.
We're going to talk about some of the things we did since we last spoke, some games that took place. Tourney time. It's tourney time. College basketball, March, some of the best basketball of the year. Probably the best basketball of the year.
Yeah, I would say so.
Best time of the year for basketball fans. I'm so excited for it. We're going to talk about some of the latest NBA news, and then we're going to start filling out our brackets towards the end of the pod. We're not going to do a draft this week. We're going to just do our brackets. Actually, I'll be filling out my bracket for the first time here on the podcast with Ryan. So you're going to get my first reactions on some of these matchups, which I don't know a ton about because I didn't watch as much college basketball as Ryan did.
Right.
Which is funny because sometimes the people that don't even watch the tournament end up having better brackets because it's a toss-up.
It's unpredictable.
Sometimes.
You don't know, man. It's crazy.
But first, I want to address a big loss you took since we last spoke. Which was UNC losing in the ACC tournament, which pretty much solidified, them not making the NCAA tournament. They lost to Virginia. How did you take that loss?
I was pretty mad and then I started filling myself with false hope, like, our resume might be good enough. Our resume might,
Yeah.
We might get it.
You're thinking just because the fact you're UNC, maybe you have a chance of sliding in there?
I don't know. NC State got in there, and I was thinking, okay, well, maybe. And it turns out we were in the first four out. We were number 3.
Mm-hmm.
So we were 3 spots away. And the analysts were saying if we would have won like 2 more games.
I know, man.
Big games. But you know what? I don't know. This is the first time since 2010-2011 season that we have not been in the tournament. So
it's one of those things where you look back on it and it's like, coulda, shoulda, woulda.
I know. And
so many opportunities where you were just so close.
It's about to be a mass.
You really only were a few games away.
It's about to be a mass exodus of transfers, incoming transfers. I mean, it's going to be a crazy offseason. We got either R.J. Davis or Baycott has the option of coming back. So does Caleb Love, but I think Caleb Love's gone. I really do.
So leave us on a positive note for next season.
At the end of the day, we're still North Carolina. We're still one of the best basketball programs of all time. You can't hang your hat on past success. You can, but you know what? That doesn't get you anywhere today. But we got a pretty good combo guard, Simeon Wilcher, coming in next year. Transfer portal is a very good thing for college basketball. So maybe we can get some good incoming transfers, and we'll see. I mean, it can't get much worse. That's what I'm thinking.
That's true. I mean, this is a pretty bad season, which the reason I would say it's a bad season is because you had such high expectations. Yeah. You came in as the number 1 seed, right?
Yep.
Dude, that's
first ever preseason number 1 to miss the tournament.
That's a big fall off. I mean,
I'd say we're the most disappointing team in college basketball history, but you know what?
But like you said, I mean, it's not like, y'all are a prestigious program, so you can always bounce back from that.
Well, I mean, it's not like we're going to be in the gutter for forever, but
it's a down year.
It happens. Whatever. On to next year and a stress-free March for me because I do not have my team in it. And, hey, tell you what, as long as Duke doesn't win, we're good. We're good over here. Yeah. I don't care, man.
So, I had a little bit of a better weekend than you did. Mainly because I got free tickets to the Grizz game on Saturday. We played the Mavericks in Memphis, of course. Shout out to David Carter, one of my dad's lifelong best friends, buddies. He gave us free tickets. So me, my fiance, my dad, and his wife went to the Grizz game. And at first I was like, man, can't be that great of a game. No Ja, no Kyrie, no Luka, no Clark, obviously, no Steven Adams, So, I was like, but it's a Saturday in Memphis. So those are always lit games, and it was so packed, dude. It was so packed. I mean, obviously those people were probably expecting to see a show, with Kyrie and Ja playing against each other because that's always a fun matchup. But it ended up being a very fun game for a whole entire different reason. David Roddy had a masterclass of a game. The chants ensued, the Roddy chants. which was something I never thought I'd be a part of. A career high, 24 points. But more importantly, he had 17 in the fourth quarter to basically win us the game. He was the key player of the game. 17 points in the fourth, 4 for 7 from 3 on the game, and 10 for 13 field goal percentage on there. 10 for 13 from the field on the game. All in 22 minutes, too.
Dang.
So he had a very efficient night, which is weird saying Roddy's efficient because he's not someone
rookie, right?
Yeah, he's our rook,
Yeah.
and he wasn't the rook that I thought would come out, out of the gate and produce immediately.
Thought it'd be.
But he's so far been probably our best rookie. Jack LaRavia is more of an experimental player, a developmental player. But Roddy, man, that was insane. We were all just cracking up in the fourth quarter. Like we were all just give him the ball, give Roddy the ball, which was crazy. Actually, I've got that Roddy chant on my phone. So I'm going to play that real fast.
Things you never thought you would hear.
It was hilarious.
Roddy chants.
It was great. Here we go. That was the greatest thing ever. Oh, my gosh.
How much y'all end up by 4?
We won by 4, 112 to 108.
Yeah.
And it was Zaire bottle night. Here's my Zaire bottle. If you don't know the joke behind this, Zaire Williams is a hydration machine. He walks around with a jug similar to this one all the time, always hydrating. And they just did a Zaire bottle night. I actually may, unironically, actually use this. So that's what's funny. So, and if you can't, they put a little small Zaire face on the bottle. So that's really adorable.
Peak marketing.
They play, tonight, which if you're listening to this, it will have been last night. So
we gotta get used to
they
that.
played last night, which we don't know how that's going yet because they're playing currently against the Mavs again in Dallas. No Luka again. Kyrie is questionable. I don't know if he's playing or not.
He wasn't in the starting lineup. It was
so
Hardaway and
no
Bullock
Luka, no Kyrie again. So we got to get these games while we can for sure. In the next 3, we've got the Heat, the Spurs, and the Warriors. We'll talk about that a little bit later, but hopefully Ja is back against the Warriors. That'd be great. I don't fully expect them here at home.
Okay, well,
at home.
The Warriors suck on the road. It don't matter who they have.
That's true, but they also have it out for us. They always have, and they always will.
They just played y'all at home, right?
They just did. Yeah. This will be the last time they come to Memphis.
Well,
hopefully we get that playoff matchup. That would be interesting. Okay, we're gonna get over to NBA news real quick. Nuggets have lost 3 in a row. They dropped the games to the Bulls, the Spurs, and the Nets. Jokic had a triple-double against the Spurs and the Nets, but it didn't matter. They still lost, which was crazy. I was looking at the box score of the Nets game live, and I was just like, dude, there's no way the Spurs are about to beat the Nuggets. And then they did.
The Spurs.
One of the worst teams in the West beats
poverty.
But that's just, any NBA team, like if you're really trying to win, it's not just a bunch
of scrubs. Even on the worst team, it's not a bunch of.
No game can you say with 100% certainty anymore that this team is going to win. Still, go Spurs. The Grizzlies are still trying to get that 1 seed. We're 5 games back. Hopefully we can
make a push
there and get that 1 seed. I don't actually expect us to get that 1 seed. I really just want to hold on to the 2, which leads me into my next point. I'm opening the standings real quick.
Okay.
Because, man, the West is
stacked.
The
Lakers are on the come up. Well, I say that, and then now they're back at 11. It's a 4-way tie for 9th place.
It's jam-packed. So let's just start in the West real quick. Grizzlies, like I said, 5 games back, but we are tied with the Kings at 2nd. That's why I'm rooting on the Kings' downfall at least a little bit, because we need that 2nd seed because we're such a great home court team. But the Suns at 4th right now, 3.5 games back from us.
The Suns are 3.5? Okay.
Yeah. And then you got the Clippers at 5, 2 games back from the Suns. Warriors at 6, just a half a game back from the Clippers. And then, like you said, 9 through 12.
12, yeah.
9 through 12 is all tied up.
4-way tie.
Yep, that's crazy. And then 7 and 8, Timberwolves and Dallas.
Or just like a game
they're
above.
They're both tied as well. They're both a game back from the Warriors at 6. It is all just jam-packed. Basically, long story short, really, I would say 4 through 12 is a battle.
So it was wide open. It really is.
4 through 12 is just wide open. I would even say, the Kings have one of the harder schedules from here on out. So, you could even say that they need to win as many as they can because, it would be a tremendous loss or a tremendous upset if the Grizzlies dropped these games and did not make the playoffs, but it's possible. It's possible, but not probable.
Did not make the playoffs?
Yeah, that's how close it is.
Oh,
we'd have to win or lose four in a row.
Y'all have to just fall off.
That's what I mean. It'd have to be a tremendous fall off. But I don't see that happening. And in the East, it's pretty close as well. But once you get to that 10 and 11 spot, they're really not even in contention. It's really 1 through 9, 1 through 8 in the East.
The Knicks are on the come up a little bit.
Knicks were on a come up, and then they dropped a couple, but they won against the Lakers the other night. So
the Nets are still holding firm, even since the trade.
Yeah, and they're tied with the Knicks as well. Well, they're 39-29. Knicks are 40-30. So,
dang.
But they're both 9.5 games back from the first spot.
Yeah,
Bucks still holding firm to the one. They're trying. They're only a game and a half between them and the Celtics at 2. So.
I'd rather the Bucks get it. I can't stand the Celtics. I don't like the Celtics. I don't hate
I like
him,
Jason Tatum, but I know you have feelings towards him.
I don't hate him, but then again, he went to Duke, so.
Yeah, true that. All right.
It's I don't know.
Without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into the tournament because I just know that this is going to take a while. So I know we flew past the NBA news, but this is that time of year. This is the tournament.
It's March,
tourney time. So we're going to fill out our brackets. We're not going to try to spend too long talking about these, but I understand there is so many games here. And do not take, my picks especially, but probably even Ryan's. Don't take our picks as the final
take it with a grain of salt. It's not.
This is just our picks. Like I said, I didn't watch just a ton of college basketball. Really, I was so busy with my own stuff at Arkansas State that I didn't really even get a chance to get fully into college mode, into college basketball mode as a fan. So, again, this is our picks. So don't feel some type of way. I know people listening. Braden Half, you're a Texas fan. You got Riley, Duke fan.
Ian Keach is in pain with me. Tar Heels. We're preying on Duke's downfall. I know we are.
One thing I do want to talk about real quick.
Stats.
I got some little fun facts for y'all before we get into this.
I'm going to add a couple that after you go ahead, though. Go ahead.
Here's something to note. Okay, if you're filling out a bracket this year, this goes for any year you were to fill out a bracket, but you are more likely to win the lottery. You're more likely to get struck by lightning, and you're more likely to get elected president. And I would assume you're more likely to get elected president even if you're not running for president. You're more.
Honestly,
you can be president of the United States without even running. I guess
it's that far fetched.
Which is wild to even think about.
There's never gonna be perfect bracket.
The odds are over 1 in 9 quintillion.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So what I'm hearing basically is instead of filling out a bracket, I need to go to the gas station and just buy some lottery tickets.
Buy a bunch of them. I don't know. Where's the fun in that?
I'm just throwing this in there. I feel like this is more likely to happen as well. I feel like you're more likely to be on a train that gets hit by an airplane crashing and hitting your train
probably
than winning, getting a perfect bracket. I made that up, but I feel I feel like that's.
Where'd we pull that one from?
Pull it out my rear. Okay, let's go. True. Lowest seed to win ever in the tournament was an 8 seed. That was Villanova in 1985, which North Carolina was an 8 seed last year.
Could have
done it. Could have done that as well.
Let's get off the topic.
By the way,
let's get off the topic of North Carolina.
By the way, I feel like that's actually kind of surprising. I feel like lower seeds could have won it before too.
Yeah.
Lower seeds make runs, but they don't
ever. Yeah.
The lowest to win it was an 8. 2008 was the last time all 1 seeds made the Final Four. So, word of advice: if you've got all 1 seeds in the Final Four, just don't. Because that's just not gonna.
That's too easy.
That's just probably not gonna happen.
No.
At least one top 4 seed has lost in the first round in 13 of the 14 last tournaments, 32 of 37 overall. Wow. So just keep that in mind. We might want to pick a quick upset with that 4 seed. The 5 and 12 matchup, at least one of the number 12 seed has defeated a 5 seed in 32 of the 37 last tournaments.
I got something to piggyback off that real quick. Since 2012, the 5 seeds are 21 and 19 versus the 12 seeds. So, I mean, it's pretty dang close. Like,
yeah, basically,
that's always
you got to pick upsets, but the hard part is figuring out where.
Yeah, which. That's exactly right. Yeah,
because you don't want to be disrespectful to some of these teams that you're like, man, I swear they can advance, but then you end up like Ohio State, and then you lose to who they lose to Oral Roberts.
Oral Roberts,
yeah. So that 5 and 12 matchup and that 4 and 13 is something to definitely look forward to. But we love March. We love the unpredictable nature of it all. That's what makes it fun. But it also is like a little bit sucky whenever like, oh man, you had a perfect 2 days and then like there's that one game, that one upset that just screwed you over. But I love using Tournament Challenge, ESPN's Tournament Challenge. Not a sponsor. This is just me plugging it. I love it because you can see the standings or like the ranking. You know,
like
for everybody who entered a bracket. Like I like going like a couple weeks down the line and being like, oh man, there's only like 2 or 3 perfect brackets left.
Right. Yeah.
And then trying to kind of rooting for the people they picked. I like that part of it.
I got some. Are you done with your stats, or you got one more?
I just want to ask you. Oh, you go ahead.
Okay, I have 2 important stats. Like, this is national championship. Like, this is very important. Okay, 100%. Ken Palm is just an efficiency ranking system. I don't really know. It's basically advanced analytics.
Right.
Okay, 100% of national champions since 2002 have both been a top 40 Ken Palm offense and the top 22 defense, according to Ken Palm.
I've heard about this.
Those teams this year are Creighton, Houston, Alabama, Texas, UCLA, Kansas, and UConn. Okay? Here's another one. 100% of the national champions since 2004 have been in the top 12 in the Week 6 AP poll of the regular season. That's random, but the top 12 teams this year at that time were Purdue, Virginia, UConn, Bama, Houston, Tennessee, Texas, Kansas, Arizona, Arkansas, Baylor, and Duke. So, I know you're probably not gonna.
Yeah.
But that's like, I mean,
I'm making notes here.
Teams that fit that both of them descriptions are Kansas, Houston, Alabama, Texas.
I like Alabama. I do. I like them.
And Texas.
And I think that their whole side of their bracket looks kind of weak. Looking at it,
it does. And
it really does to me.
UConn, I'm telling you, UConn. I think people are not giving UConn their respect. Not saying they'll win it, but
right.
I've
heard a lot of good things about UConn. They were great early on in the season,
and then they took a dip, but a couple more, and then we can get into it. Each of the past 5 champions have been 1 seeds. Okay.
Oh, really? All last 5?
Yes. 1 double-digit seed has reached the Sweet 16 every year since 2008. So.
Yeah.
So pick like a good 10 to
okay. I hear you.
And then the 10 seed has at least won 1 game 24 of the last 25 tournaments. So pick a 10 seed too.
Pick a 10 seed.
That's what but what this also says is analytics, numbers, records are meant to be broken. So this year, knowing how college basketball is going, it could, I mean,
yeah, and that's the thing about this season is it's so wide open.
It is, man.
Very out there. So this is, I mean, not that any tournament is predictable, but this is by far.
It's the most predictable, but the most chaotic and unpredictable at the same time.
Yeah, chaotic is the right word. So one thing I want to ask you now, I mean, you don't got UNC in there anymore, but if you had to pick a team or a few teams you're wanting to root for, who you got?
Okay. I can tell you who I'm not rooting for. Duke, obvious. No, Braden Half, horns up. We're rooting for the Longhorns. I got the orange on today.
That's not quite Texas Longhorn orange. That's more like.
But you know, I didn't do it on purpose either. This is kind of like a coincidence. But horns up. Let's go Longhorns. I don't know if they'll win it, but that's who I'm rooting for, man. What about you?
I got 5.
Okay.
And for different reasons. I mean, I got Miami. I want my boy Norchad Omier to succeed. I'm rooting for Miami.
I think he's either gonna play. He's questionable. He rolled his ankle like really bad. But
even if he don't play, I'm rooting for their success. Yeah. Miami. I got Kansas State. Desi Sills, Jonesboro, legend. I'm rooting for Kansas State just because Desi. I also think they got a good team. I like watching Kansas State. I got Arkansas just because. I mean, by the way, I don't have a favorite college team, so I'm just like every year it's kind of like, every time Arkansas is in the tournament, I mean, I do root for Arkansas because, homegrown,
Yeah, I get it.
Arkansas, plus I like Nick Smith Jr., so. Then I got Memphis, kind of for the same reasons.
They're
local.
A sleeper.
I like Memphis, and I got Oral Roberts because they got two of our homeboys we played against in high school.
Yeah.
Connor Vanover and Isaac McBride.
Yeah.
But
they got a tough draw, man.
They do. So, are you ready to get
into it? Let's get into it. Okay, let's just do a little explanation at a time. Not on every pick, but the ones that are like a hot take, maybe you could say.
All right. Now, we are getting into our picks.
Okay, you want to do it by region? Like, you go through yours, and then I'll do...
We can go...
Or back and forth.
Are you on Tournament Challenge, or are you on a different...
Yes,
so you see Alabama on the top left.
Do you want to pick yours? I'll pick mine. You pick your... Like that?
No, we can go back and forth.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, the same games.
Okay.
Yeah, do the same games.
For obvious reasons.
Alabama, right?
Alabama.
Well, it's not even... We really don't have to hit on that much. When was the last time, if ever, has a 16 beat a 1?
The only time, UMBC beating Virginia in 2018. That was nuts. And they beat them by 20.
I remember that. Okay.
Yeah, nuts. Okay.
Alabama. So here we go. Here's a toss-up. Maryland and West Virginia.
These 8-9 seeds, man, are tough.
They always are.
I'm going to go Country Roads, Take Me Home, West Virginia. Let's get it. Come on.
You take West Virginia?
I'll take West Virginia.
I think so. I think I'm going to take them too, actually.
They
went 7-11 in conference.
Their record's tricky. Their record is deceiving because they play in the Big 12, and it's now. I'm not saying Maryland won't win. Now, I mean, like I said, but
man, I could read through these facts all day, but I mean, this is going to take. We need to really. I'll take West Virginia. Okay, what about San Diego State and Charleston?
Okay, people are going to take Charleston because of this 12-5 dilemma thing. Charleston can shoot the 3-ball.
I'm not, though.
I think San Diego State can defend them and shut them down.
I'm not taking Charleston either.
All right.
Creighton, NC State. Ooh.
I'm going to go Creighton. Creighton is a sleeper. They had a...
I skipped Virginia and Furman. My bad.
Okay.
Let's do Virginia and Furman real quick.
I'm going them boys from Furman. Upset alert. Upset. Okay, I will tell you this. Furman and Virginia are the exact same team, play style-wise. I think Virginia, if they play against a good defense, they're screwed. Like,
I know I got to pick an upset, but I won't do it here.
Okay.
I think Virginia, they can't lose in the first round right now. Because like you said, that 2018 incident was a little too recent. I don't think they'll drop this one.
Okay.
I'll take Virginia, but I know I got to take an upset eventually. But what about Creighton, North Carolina State?
I'm going to take Creighton.
I mean, you know NC State better than I do. They're in your conference. What can you say about them?
They got Jarkel Joyner and Terquavion Smith. Their guard play is amazing, and they got this big old dude. You look at their center. You think he's fat? I mean, he's got some fat on him, but that dude can play. DJ Burns.
Man, I don't know, man.
But Creighton
this makes me stressed out.
I know. That's a toss-up, too. It just depends which NC State team shows up.
I haven't taken any upset. I mean, West Virginia, but that's not an upset.
Yeah, I mean.
You know, I should have brought my coin so I could flip it.
Let me see if I got one.
I'm going to take.
I don't think I do. No, I do not. No.
Oh, well, man. I'm going to do a 50-50 calculator on here.
Okay. Hey, we're only, 24 minutes in? I know it'll take a while, but.
Yeah. Hey, man, this is the pod for you if you're wanting to talk college basketball.
Yes. Love me some college ball.
Heads or tails?
Make Creighton heads.
Creighton's heads? Okay, it's tails. So
Okay.
I'll take NC State, I guess.
That's perfectly reasonable, too.
Baylor and UCSB.
I've seen a lot of people say US.
I'm taking Baylor,
I'm
though.
taking Baylor. I've seen a lot of people say that, but
Missouri and Utah State.
that's a
Utah State.
toss-up.
Utah State is actually favored in this, which is funny.
I'm taking Utah State, man. They both like to play fast. Okay, so I'm gonna take. Or should I take Missouri?
Have we agreed on every pick?
Besides,
You took Furman.
I took Furman.
Okay. I will take Missouri. Or no. Utah State, sorry.
I'm gonna take Utah State. I may be wrong about that, but
Okay, Princeton and Arizona.
I gotta go Arizona. Arizona's tough.
I'm not going to take any
2
15 beating a 2 this year.
or 1 or 16 beating.
No,
I'm not gonna
I won't do that. It may screw me up in the end, but I won't do that this year.
do it. Yeah, I agree with you.
All right, let's go over to the Midwest.
Okay.
Houston and Northern Kentucky. Houston. Come on.
For obvious.
Iowa and Auburn.
This is a toss-up, dude. Auburn can defend, okay.
Mm.
Iowa is streaky offensively, but Auburn gets into slumps on the offensive end.
Here's something to note. I mean, it's in Birmingham, Alabama.
That's another thing I saw. Yeah, it's 2 hours from Auburn's campus.
I'm going to take Auburn.
Are you gonna take Auburn?
Screw it, yeah.
I think I'm gonna take the Iowa Hawkeyes.
A lot of people have Drake beating Miami.
It depends if Norchad plays. If Norchad plays, I could very well see Drake winning, but
Or he doesn't play, you mean?
yeah, that's what I meant. Sorry.
I mean, I'm going to take Miami.
I'm going to take Miami,
I'm rooting
be
for 'em.
safe. But
I'm going to take them. I'm going to take Miami.
oh, this next one is good.
Kent State, Indiana. Indiana's good, though, right?
Dude,
I've seen their games.
Kent State's a great mid-major, and I want to pick them.
Nah.
I'm going to roll with the Hoosiers.
I got Indiana.
They're capable, though. Don't sleep on them.
I got Indiana there.
See, this next one, the 11 seed isn't decided yet.
Pitt
so.
and Mississippi State or Iowa. I'm gonna take Iowa. Iowa State.
I'm going to say
Dude, I feel like I'm not picking enough upsets. It's gonna end up biting me.
I'm gonna say Mississippi State or Pittsburgh can upset
Really?
them. I think I'm gonna. No, you know what? I'm doing it. Hey, and disclaimer: I may go back and change these before the tournament starts. So
No.
no. Okay.
This is our podcast bracket.
Okay, fine. Okay,
You can go back and
That's fair.
make more brackets.
Oh, but Iowa State, man, they just
We do a heads or tails for you.
yes, do it.
Iowa State's tails.
Okay, it's meant to be.
You got heads.
Okay, 11 seed upset. Here we go.
We got Xavier. Kennesaw State.
Going Xavier, man. I don't like them 3-14 upsets as much, and Xavier's, I mean, pretty good, pretty stout.
Number 3 seeds have won 85% of meetings with number 14 seeds in the past 5 tournaments.
Yeah, I mean,
3 seeds are 19-1 in this seed matchup. Okay. I'm going to take Xavier.
I like these stats, man. That's pretty cool.
Texas A&M or Penn State?
Texas A&M is underseeded. They got kind of screwed here. I'm going to take the Penn State, whatever their mascot is. I'm going.
Is that a Jaguar or
the line something? I can't remember. I'm taking Penn State.
Okay. I think I may take them too, but that'd be my. See, on the other side, I had Utah State beating Missouri, but I think I'll take Texas A&M here.
Okay. See.
Don't ask me why. I'm just.
See. Remember the 10 seed stat? We took 1 10 seed, so let's see if
That's true. Texas and Colgate, Texas.
Texas.
Okay. Now let's go back down to the East. Purdue.
I got Purdue.
Okay. Memphis,
Oh,
FAU.
this is gonna be a good one.
I got to take Memphis because,
I'm gonna take Memphis.
like I said, I'm rooting for them.
I'm
But
gonna take Memphis.
I've heard people say that Florida Atlantic, right?
Florida.
They're nobody to mess with. Like, it should be a very close game.
I hate this next matchup because I wanted to pick Oral Roberts so bad, but Duke is not losing to these guys. Unless they pull a year when C.J. McCollum tore Duke a new one.
I'm stuck on this one.
Duke,
I could see Oral Roberts winning, too.
I would say Duke's size, and it very well could come down to Duke's size, but Connor Vanover is – I think Derek Lively's better than Connor Vanover, obviously. I'm going to pick Duke. I'm going to pick the Blue Devils. They're rolling right now.
I'm going to play devil's advocate and pick Oral Roberts.
Okay, I love it. Hey, I'm hoping you're right. I don't want to see them.
Tennessee and Louisiana. I'll take Tennessee. I don't see a
I'm gonna take the
I've
Raging
seen Louisiana
Cajuns.
play.
I'm taking the Raging Cajuns.
I don't.
Shoot. I don't know. It don't matter. Duke's going to
I know my Sun Belt.
Duke's going to win that one.
Are you still stuck on the Duke Oral Roberts?
No, I'm saying Duke's going to win whoever beats. Okay. Hold up 1 second, man.
Oral Roberts is going to beat Duke, and then Oral Roberts is going to beat Tennessee, but I'm not going to get ahead of myself. Kentucky versus Providence.
I want to take – this is a very – okay, so –
I may take Kentucky.
I'm going to take Kentucky. I can't remember the dude's name, but one of Kentucky's players last year transferred to Providence, and he was, like, bad-mouthing them. So this is, like, his revenge game, quote-unquote. I don't know. It'll be kind of drama-filled, I hope, but I'm going to take Kentucky. I'm taking Tennessee in that last matchup.
Okay.
I'm not going to. I may kick myself for that, but
Kentucky's kind of mid.
They're mid. They're inconsistent what they are.
This is why this one's kind of got me stumped.
Yes.
I'm going to do a heads and tails on it.
Doing for me, too.
My heads is going to be Kentucky. So you want your tails to be Kentucky? Oh, I got Kentucky.
Okay. I'm sticking with Kentucky. Screw it. I'm sticking with Kentucky.
Kansas State, Montana State. I got to take Kansas State.
Kansas State. That's one of the most least intriguing matchups to me.
Tell me about Michigan State versus USC. I don't really know much about USC.
Okay, so here's another stat. The Big Ten, which Michigan State is in, is like 13-1 since 2000 in 7-10 matchups as the 7 seed.
Here's the thing.
I want to pick Michigan State.
I like Tom Izzo.
I do.
So I'm going to take Michigan State.
Okay, that's good.
He's got tournament experience.
He does.
Marquette and Vermont. Marquette's really good, I've heard.
I'm taking Marquette.
Okay. Now we got one more region. Kansas and Howard, Kansas. Arkansas and Illinois is hard.
That's tough.
It's really tough.
I'm going to stick with the Hogs.
I got to go with the Hogs, too. I mean, that's home turf.
Illinois is very inconsistent. Illinois been disappointing.
Oh.
VC and St. Mary's.
Okay. Never mind. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was tripping. It's in Iowa, but I was like, I misread that for a second. I thought the game would be in Illinois, but it's in Iowa.
The Hogs travel well, so I mean, I don't know.
But man, watching them the other day did not give me any confidence.
No,
in them.
They blew that lead to A&M.
How about St. Mary's and VCU?
I'm going VCU. St. Mary's is a slow team, and I feel like if VCU gets hot, they could do some damage. I don't know.
VCU lost to Memphis by 15, lost to Arizona State by 4. They beat Pittsburgh by 4.
Okay.
Houston, or SMC.
St. Mary's.
They lost to Houston by 5.
Okay.
I'm going to take St. Mary's. You take VCU, I'll take St. Mary's.
I'm going to take VCU.
UConn and Iona.
UConn.
Okay, I agree with you on that.
That's one of my, I don't think there's much upset potential there. I could be wrong, but.
So this says ASU. Would that be Arizona State?
Arizona State or Nevada. I got TCU winning regardless.
I don't know.
Mike Miles.
I feel like I need to take one of these
you might
play in 11 teams. You did earlier.
Yes. I took Pitt.
But I won't. I'm going to go with Desmond Bain's alma mater, TCU.
Okay.
Okay, now I got Gonzaga and Grand Canyon.
I'm taking the Zags.
Okay, yeah, I agree with you. Well, hold on now. Let me look into Grand Canyon a little bit.
I don't know. I'll be honest, I don't know much about them, but
that's what's dangerous is like you don't know some of these teams, and then next thing you know, it's all over Sports Center, these upsets.
Yeah.
That's how it goes every year. And I always somehow never pick upsets. So I'm still going to take Gonzaga. That's gonna be one of those games where Gonzaga wins, or like if I had picked Grand Canyon, Gonzaga would have won by 20.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn it, I knew I should have picked Gonzaga.
Yeah, I mean.
Northwestern and Boise State. I think I'm gonna take Boise.
I'm gonna take Northwestern because of the stat I just read off a while ago.
I'm gonna take Boise.
About the Big Ten. Let's go back up to the top of the bracket now.
Northwestern beat Purdue by 6, but they lost to Maryland by 16. They beat Indiana twice.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, never mind. I'm taking Northwestern.
They're streaky. They're inconsistent.
I'm taking Northwestern. Screw it. UCLA, UNC Asheville.
Oh, yeah, I'm taking UCLA.
I'm taking UCLA. Now we're in the round of 32.
We're going back up to the
top.
Go
back up to the south.
Okay.
Okay, now this is where we're going to have different picks because we have different people advancing. But I had Alabama, West Virginia. Didn't you?
Yes.
I got Alabama.
I'm going to take Bama too.
Okay, San Diego State and Virginia. Who did you have?
San Diego State and Furman.
Okay, go ahead with yours.
I'm gonna hold up 1 second here. I'm gonna have one double-digit seed advancing to the Sweet 16. I gotta figure out who this will be. I'm gonna pick Furman. I'm gonna pick Furman.
Go for it.
Because in the bottom, you got VCU and UConn, and I don't see UConn losing to a double-digit seed.
I'm going to take Virginia.
Okay.
Yeah. NC State and Baylor.
Oh, I had Creighton and Baylor. This is tough.
Who does Baylor got?
Baylor's got Keontae George. He'll be a lottery pick next year. He's got they got Jonathan Chamu.
I'm gonna take Baylor, even though I feel like NC State could. I don't know. I want to pick a team that nobody thinks is going to do anything.
I'm going to pick Creighton.
And then they just surprise everybody. I'll take Baylor.
Okay.
Utah State and Arizona?
I got the Wildcats of Arizona.
You had the same matchup, though?
Yes, Utah State. That could be a little sleeper, but I don't really think so.
I'm taking Utah State.
Okay.
I'm going to have them beat Arizona in the second round. Got to make it interesting.
You got to. It can't all be top seeds, man.
But you want to do the Midwest real quick?
Go for the Midwest.
Houston and Auburn.
Another thing about Houston is they're missing they got destroyed by Memphis on Sunday in the
They didn't have their best player, though.
That's what I'm saying. If he's not playing, I'm worried about this game.
He'll be back. They said he'd be back against Northern Kentucky.
Oh, really? Okay.
I think so.
I'm picking Houston. Give me Houston. I do think Houston has not played anybody all year, really.
I think they beat Auburn, though.
I think I got them playing Iowa. I don't think it matters.
Okay.
Houston.
I had Miami and Indiana for the next game.
See, this has a bunch of upset potential.
I'm taking Miami.
I'm going to take Indiana.
Screw it, man.
We different.
Iowa State and is it Xavier? Or
Xavier.
Xavier. Xavier and Iowa State.
I'm going to pick Xavier.
Ooh.
Iowa State could do it, though.
Convince me to pick Iowa State.
Iowa State can defend, and when they get hot,
they lost to UConn by 18, dog.
Yep, beat UNC.
But they beat Baylor 3 times.
They beat us too. They beat us by like 5.
Those are the hardest teams to pick for. The teams that like beat great teams but lose to like mediocre teams. Like how do you even? I'll take Iowa State.
Okay.
I don't know a thing about them, but Texas A&M and Texas. Oh.
I had Penn State and Texas. It doesn't matter.
I got Texas.
Orange up, baby.
I got Texas. Shout out Braden.
This is more of a Tennessee orange. I just noticed this. My shirt, by the way. So
that looks like reddish.
Does it? It's orange. I think under these lights, it's.
Oh well.
It's orange. Sorry, Braden.
Purdue and Memphis, over in the East.
The guard play is going to kill Purdue here. I don't care how big of a guy they got down low. Memphis for the win.
I can 100% see that happening.
Kendrick Davis, and shoot.
They did it last year. They beat Gonzaga.
They did. No, they almost.
No.
They were beating them at halftime, then they lost to them.
They didn't beat Gonzaga?
No.
I'm tripping.
I tell you what, Memphis versus Gonzaga, 2022.
I thought they beat them. Maybe I'm tripping.
Gonzaga beat them by 4.
Oh, well, I take credit for it.
But.
Okay. Who did Gonzaga lose to then?
Gonzaga lost to Arkansas.
Oh, okay.
Arkansas played Duke.
That's right. I got them mixed matched.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I like both those teams. I'm going to take Memphis.
I'm going to take Memphis because of the guard play. That may be a hot take. I don't care. Whatever.
Yeah, but who in Memphis can stop Edey, though?
Nobody. But the thing is, if Purdue's guard play is stalling, it doesn't matter. Zach Edey can have 35 and 14.
Man, I don't know, actually. I'm going to take Purdue.
I'm going
to take Purdue.
Hot take, I'm taking Memphis.
Okay. I can 100% see that. Oral Roberts in Tennessee.
I got Duke in Tennessee. I'm taking the Blue Devils of Duke, sadly.
I'm taking Oral Roberts. I think they're going to do it again this year.
Okay. I hope you're right, bro. I'm not like, I hope you're right, like, honestly.
I'm probably not going to be. I can see Duke.
Whatever. I mean,
dude, Duke they may beat them bad.
I don't know.
Kentucky and Kansas State. I'm going to take Kansas State.
I'm going to take. That's a Wildcat matchup. Wildcats versus the Wildcats.
We're going to have the purple Wildcats win this one.
I'm going to take Kansas State as well.
Michigan State and Marquette.
Marquette for the win. I mean, Michigan State has been a little. I mean, they're 19-12. They're not great. Not that records matter. Whatever.
They lost twice to Purdue. They lost to Gonzaga by 1. Beat Kentucky by 9. Lost to Alabama by 11. That doesn't look good to me.
Yeah, I'm picking Marquette.
Marquette beat Baylor by 26. What in the world?
Yeah, they whooped them.
Man, yeah, I'll take Marquette. Okay.
All right.
Jimmy Butler's old team. And now we are we're in the West. Kansas versus Arkansas. I gotta take Kansas.
Arkansas matches up very good to Arkansas, but I'm gonna take Kansas.
You mean Kansas matches up? Maybe I'm.
Arkansas matches up to Kansas is what I meant. Like they actually match up pretty good because Kansas is lacking a big man this year. The guard plays good. I mean, DeJuan Harris.
I feel like one of these one-seeded is going to be out quick. Like
I'm thinking Purdue. I'm thinking it's Purdue.
You've been telling me how you think they're kind of overrated for a while.
They show some holes in their system, and Matt Painter is their coach, bro. He's been known to not
they
get
got
it
a dumbass team name. That's one reason.
The
to knock them
Boilermakers.
out. Boilermakers.
It's like a train.
That's one reason to knock them out quick.
So
that's stupid.
Matt Painter is their coach, and he's been known not to get it done in the big moments. So maybe this year.
That's why I'm gonna have Oral Roberts beat their ass in the Sweet 16. But we'll get to that later.
I just wish Oral Roberts was somebody else besides Duke.
Oral Roberts, yeah. I think they did that on purpose.
I'm ordering Oral Roberts gear for the Duke game actually on Thursday. I'm gonna be Oral Roberts' biggest fan. I mean,
good.
I'm just kidding.
So Kansas over Arkansas?
I have Kansas over Arkansas.
St. Mary's versus UConn. I'm gonna take UConn.
I have VCU and UConn. I think VCU's run ends there.
TCU Gonzaga. I'm gonna take TCU.
I'm gonna take the Zags. The Zags are not a 1 seed this year. That may help them. I mean, because they're under so much pressure. I mean,
Northwestern and UCLA. I gotta take UCLA. They're due.
I'm gonna take UCLA.
I think UCLA's due for a deep run, dude.
I think maybe. I don't know. Who'd you take, Gonzaga or?
I took TCU.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm a Desmond Bain fan. Okay, back up. Now we're in the Sweet 16. Let's just list off real fast who we got. I got Alabama, Virginia, Baylor, Utah State, Houston, Miami, Iowa State, Texas, Purdue, Oral Roberts, Kansas, UConn, Kansas State, Marquette, TCU, and UCLA.
In the South region, I got Alabama and Furman, 13 seed. I got to pick a double-digit seed to get to the Sweet 16. And I got Creighton, Arizona. Midwest, I got Houston, Indiana, Xavier, Texas. East, I got Memphis and Duke, and Kansas State and Marquette. West, I got Kansas and UConn, and Gonzaga and UCLA. That West region is loaded.
Mm-hmm.
That is loaded.
It is.
By the way, I have 1, 4, 2, 3 advancing in the. I have 1 through 4 in the West Sweet 16. It may not happen, but
ooh,
that feels too good to be. Dude, I have it in the.
That never happens.
I have it in the Sweet
like
16 too.
Happens.
I have it in the Midwest.
Okay, let's go to the South Sweet 16. Alabama, Virginia. Who did you have?
I had Alabama and Furman. I think Furman's run ends here. Great year, but it's just not going to happen.
I got Alabama.
The Paladins of Furman. That is I don't know.
Okay, I got Baylor and Utah State.
I got Creighton and Arizona. I'm going to take the Wildcats of Arizona, 1 and 2 in the Elite Eight.
I'm taking Utah State, beating Baylor. So I got a 1 and 10 matchup now.
I mean, yeah.
I'm making it interesting. This is not gonna be right, but now Houston versus Miami.
I got Houston and Indiana.
Ooh man,
the Houston Cougars.
I don't want all my ones.
The Houston Cougars finally run into a brick wall. Indiana Hoosiers to the Elite Eight.
I could see that. Actually, I could see that.
They run into a brick wall.
I'm gonna take Houston beating Miami though.
Okay, Trace Jackson Davis, the big man for the Hoosiers, goes off in this game. I predict.
Okay, so Iowa State, Texas.
I got a Xavier in Texas. I'm gonna take hook 'em, Texas Longhorns.
You think?
I think so. When they're playing right,
I'll take Texas.
When they're playing right, they're scary.
So then I'll have Houston versus Texas.
Oh.
Do you have Houston versus Texas
I have
too?
Indiana and Texas.
Okay. Okay, so let's go back down to
Final Four's in Houston.
Let's go down to the East. Oh shoot. Purdue, Oral Roberts. I'm gonna take Oral Roberts.
I got Memphis and Duke, and the Duke Blue Devils advance. Kill me.
Oral Roberts beat Purdue. Okay, Kansas State, Marquette.
Give me Marquette.
I'm taking Kansas State. Go Desi Sills.
Okay.
It's
not gonna matter in my bracket.
Kansas and UConn.
Oh. See, okay.
I got Kansas, dog.
If anybody's watching this that's like been over to my house within the past like 2 weeks, I've said Kansas is going back to back.
Then you gotta have them beat UConn then.
But I don't know. I may change my mind.
Flip a coin. You wanna do it?
Well, the reason I'm saying this is Adam Sanogo or whatever his name is, the post for UConn, is gonna kill Kansas. Give me Kansas heads. Give me tails UConn.
Okay, here we go. Flipping. Heads.
Okay.
So who was that? I already forgot.
Kansas.
Okay. Kansas. I mean, I think so. There's a reason they're a 1 seed. Come on.
There he is. They've just shown some holes too, but I don't.
Okay. TCU and UCLA. Who'd you have?
I have Gonzaga and UCLA.
I got UCLA beating TCU. I like UCLA, dude. I really do.
Give me UCLA. They're too experienced over Gonzaga. You know what? I'm gonna do UConn over Kansas. No, I'm gonna do Kansas over UConn.
Okay, here's my Elite Eight: Alabama, Utah State, Oral Roberts, Kansas State, Kansas, UCLA, Houston versus Texas.
Okay.
Okay. Do you want to read off yours?
Oh, yeah.
You want to
sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine, dog.
In the South, we got Alabama and Arizona, 1 versus 2. Midwest, we got Indiana versus the Texas Longhorns, hook 'em. We got in the East, the Duke Blue Devils and the Marquette, whatever they are. Whatever. Don't matter. I'm going blank. And then in the West, we got Kansas and UCLA.
Okay.
I feel like that's too good to be true in the West. I feel like it's not going to be 1 and 2. Like in the South.
Probably not. It probably ain't gonna be.
Whatever.
Let's just do it. Yeah, this is like our first bracket for the Between Hoops podcast. So we'll be making more, but okay. Alabama, Utah State. I got Utah State's run in here. I got Alabama winning.
Alabama over Arizona for me as well. Arizona has got some big men, but
Houston versus Texas. Who'd you have?
Indiana and Texas. The Texas Longhorns are going to play in their home state of.
I'm gonna have Houston win against Texas.
So you're having Houston play in Houston in the Final Four?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think that the NCAA wants that to happen.
They do.
There's a reason it's in Houston.
That's true.
You got to look at it in terms of the script.
The so-called script
that don't exist. Okay.
Don't exist in anything.
Oral Roberts and Kansas State. Ooh.
Oh, you got Oral Roberts going to the Elite Eight.
I do.
Okay.
I think someone is going to make a run. It might as well be one of the teams I'm rooting for. So, I mean, I had Utah State in the Elite Eight too.
Okay.
I got to go Kansas State though, right? In that matchup.
This is gonna kill me, man. I hope I'm wrong.
Dude, I want Oral Roberts to go. I want them to go to the Final Four.
I hope I'm wrong, but I got Duke over Marquette.
Do I go Desi or do I go McBride?
2 Arkansas boys.
Ah, boy. I got to go Kansas State. I like their coach a lot.
I'm going Duke over Marquette. Just kills me.
Dude, why are you? I don't know.
I'm a realist. I at this point, okay, Duke's on a 9-game.
Watch Duke lose in the first round of Oral Roberts.
I hope I'm right.
You had them go all the way.
I hope I'm right. I'm right. Here's the thing. Duke is on a 9-game winning streak as of now. If they beat Oral Roberts, that's 1, 2, 3. They'll be on a 12-game winning streak if I'm right up to this point. So I hope that's wrong, and I hope Oral Roberts just throttles them, but I don't see it happening.
Kansas and UCLA, you have the same one, right? I got UCLA beating Kansas.
You do.
Yeah. They have everybody that has been, but besides Johnny Juzang, right? I mean, they've got everybody that's been on those runs. They've got what's that one dude that looks like
Jaime Jaquez.
Jaime Jaquez.
And Tiger Campbell, that point guard with the weird hair.
And then they got Amari Bailey, right?
Yeah, but they lost one of their best defenders, and I think that
I don't care.
I'm gonna take Kansas.
Now my Final Four is a little awkward because I feel like I need to have a much lower seed in here. Alabama 1 versus Kansas State 3. Houston 1 versus UCLA 2. I feel like I need like an 8.
Yeah, that's what's going to kill me. I have a 5. I have Duke. I got Alabama, Duke, and then I have Texas and Kansas for the, 4th time? For the 4th time this year. Big 12 conference rivals going at it.
Man.
Who you
I
got?
really want to put like a 10. I mean,
let's.
I can't backtrack. No.
Let's look back over.
No. It is what it is.
Okay.
This is just like my, fly by the seat of my pants bracket.
I think this is my bracket. Like, this is my legit bracket.
Okay, I got, Alabama beating Kansas State. I got to.
Yeah, there are two.
I'm going to have, I can't see Houston losing in Houston, so I'll have Houston beating UCLA.
And you got Houston.
Then I got a 1 versus 1 matchup. When was the last time a 1 played a 1? I'm curious.
I'm not sure. Let me look that up. Last time in the championship.
Mm-hmm.
Last time a 1 seed
played a 1 seed.
Played a 1 seed.
Now, if the answer is like 2002 or 2003, then I'm screwed. But surely not. Surely it's been. What about that year Karl Anthony Towns? And they played Wisconsin. Wasn't that like a 1-on-1 or a 1-on-2, 1 versus 2?
Wait. Say that again. I'm sorry. I was reading.
When Karl Anthony Towns played versus that Wisconsin team, Kentucky versus Wisconsin.
That was a 1 and I can't remember. 1 seeds get together to determine the national champion. Last time, bro, was 2017 when the Tar Heels took it home against Gonzaga.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, that's not
not crazy.
Oh no,
maybe it's due for
Wisconsin and Duke, the team you're thinking of. Wisconsin beat Kentucky in the Final Four.
Oh, okay.
Went to play the freshman team of Duke, and
was that Tyus Jones' team?
Yes.
And Tyus Jones won.
And Joel Okafor.
And then Duke won.
Yeah.
I farted.
That would have been okay.
Okay, Houston, Alabama. Who did you have in the championship?
Blue Devils.
The
Blue Devils. The Duke Blue Devils. I hope you do not make it out of the first game. Either way, you're losing to the Crimson Tide in the Final Four. And I'm going to go. Texas has got the advantage in their home state. Texas is still going to get a hold.
See, we had the same idea, but I had Houston instead of Texas.
I'm going to 1 seed Alabama versus 2 seed Texas in the national championship.
Okay.
That just feels right to me.
Okay.
And
watch them both lose in the first round. Okay, who are you taking, though? I'm going to take Alabama or Houston.
I'm taking Bama to win it all.
I am, too.
Because, sorry, Braden, the Horns is down.
Actually, I don't know, man.
Who you got, Houston and
I want to take Houston, too.
I feel like Houston just is going to
But their like everybody's been saying, their conference isn't just the best,
They've lost 3 games all year to, let's see, actually. Houston is elite.
I'm taking Alabama. They've proven to me that they're very good.
I mean,
I'm gonna put in my tiebreaker, the final score. I'm gonna have Houston beating, or I'm gonna have Alabama.
Houston lost to Alabama by 6 earlier in the season, and they lost to Memphis, and then they lost to. They had to lose somebody else. Maybe not. Wow. And then they beat Oregon, Virginia, and St. Mary's. That was their best wins.
Mm.
I'll tell you what. What's the opponent points per game? So the game's going to be over the 60s, 68-point mark.
I got Alabama beating Houston 78-71. Why not?
Give me Alabama over Texas.
I'm going to submit my picks. I'm going to put in my name so that I can win millions and millions of dollars whenever my bracket ends up being correct. Colby Wood 14.
Give me Alabama over Texas 78-73. They went off some free throws. Enter the All-State Tourney Challenge sweepstakes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got a lot of typing going on and not a lot of talking, so I'm just going to give you a little bit of a theme music.
Thought you were about to play something. Ryan.
Favorite NCAA team? I'll just put Arkansas.
They're really messing with me today, ain't they? Like, do y'all really want to know that? RC.
Okay. All right. Alabama's my winner.
Same here.
That's funny.
I don't think that's very far.
If they lose in the first round, I'm just gonna throw my computer off the cruise ship. Which, by the way, I'm going on a cruise next week, so we will not.
If you stayed with us this long, which I hope you have, we're not. Dang, we're 55 minutes in, ain't we?
Yeah, we've done good on time. We've been
not bad.
Flying through it.
Yeah, I'm so pumped for March, bro. Let's go.
It is March, so hope you're happy.
March Madness, you know what I mean.
Dumbass.
Smart A.
Smart ass boy.
UNC. They'll rig it. Like, if I got the perfect bracket, they'd rig it and be like, oh, your favorite team's Tar Heels? Screw you. Just add to the mess of the year that you already...
You want to freestyle?
No, I don't, actually.
Well, as always, we want to thank you for listening. On the way out, I'm going to give you some games to watch. Obviously, the tournament kicks off on Thursday, but we got the play-in, the first four, beginning tonight and Wednesday. So, tonight. Okay. So, Bucks and Suns. Bucks at Phoenix tonight. We got the 76ers at Cavs on Wednesday. Warriors at Clippers on Wednesday. Mavs at Lakers on Friday. Warriors at Grizz on Saturday. Nuggets at the Knicks on Saturday. Mavericks at Grizz again next Monday. Ja, are you going to play? We'll see.
Stay out of trouble, young man.
Hopefully, I mean, he's doing better. Hopefully he's getting the help he needs. But those are just some of the notable games I feel like you need to be watching. Again, I'll be on the cruise ship in the middle of March Madness, so I'm going to be missing some of the key moments, some of the upsets.
I'll tell you what, I'm not going to just ignore NBA altogether, but I do think, dude,
you're going to be invested in March Madness.
I'm not going to be watching anything but games when March Madness is on, so.
Understandable.
It's going to be a good couple weeks here.
I'll be in the Gulf of Mexico, so I'll be trying to go to the sports bar to watch some of the, the madness.
Get a little.
I want to thank y'all for watching as always. Thanks for listening. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for liking and commenting. Any kind of interaction, we appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. If you're watching on YouTube, listen on Spotify, Between Hoops on YouTube, at Between Hoops on Instagram. So we'll see y'all in a couple weeks.
Yep. No.
Until then, we out. Peace.